What Rodrygo is playing is insane. The guy simply decided that he is going to be one of Real Madrid's protagonists in the Champions League and is delivering everything on the field. This time, he scored 2 goals in the 3-0 victory against the modest Brest, but his impact goes far beyond the numbers. And here's something curious. After the game, Ancelotti and several Real Madrid players showered the Brazilian with praise, highlighting his incredible evolution this season. But there's a detail. Rodrygo may be on his way to surpassing a Neymar record in the Champions League. Can he do it? But before we continue, subscribe to the channel to help us grow, because I noticed that 80% of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed. Please, leave your like and subscribe to the channel to help us reach 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. First, let's try to reach the goal of 1,000 likes for this video. Now that you've subscribed, let's get to the news. Rodrygo is playing at an absurd level. And if anyone still had doubts about his importance to Real Madrid, the answer came on the field. The Brazilian was the standout player in the 3-0 victory against Brest, scoring 2 goals and securing an easy qualification for the Spanish team. But what happened after the game was even more interesting. Ancelotti, Bellingham, and other Real Madrid players did not hold back their praise for the number 11. The Italian coach highlighted the Brazilian's incredible form and revealed that Rodrygo regained his confidence after a quieter start to the season. And it wasn't just him. Bellingham, who has also been one of the team's best players, said that Rodrygo always delivers in decisive moments. And let's be honest, right? Rodrygo and the Champions League have a love affair. The guy simply steps up in this competition. Remember that semi-final against Manchester City in 2021-22? Real Madrid was practically eliminated until Rodrygo came off the bench and scored 2 goals in less than a minute, taking the game to extra time. It was one of the most historic comebacks in Champions League history. And guess who was shining? Him! And this is an important detail. Real Madrid might face Manchester City again in the next round. If that happens, it will be the 4th consecutive year that the two teams meet in the Champions League. And if there is one player that City fans don't want to see on the other side, it's Rodrygo. Guardiola knows the danger very well. So much so that even before the draw, he already sent a warning. Real Madrid is the king of this competition. It is never easy against them. You can be the better team and still lose. Yeah, Pep, if I were you, I'd be worried too. Now, look at this stat: 24 goals in the Champions League. For comparison, Neymar, in his entire career, has scored 43 goals in the tournament. At just 23 years old, Rodrygo has everything to surpass this mark in the coming years and become one of the greatest Brazilians in Champions League history. And his growth has been even more evident this season. Rodrygo started the year quietly, but in the last 9 matches, he has scored 10 goals and provided 4 assists. It's an impressive number for a player who was once uncertain in the starting lineup. Now, he has not only secured his place but has become a key piece in Real Madrid's attack. The game against Brest might not have been the toughest of the season, but it served to show how the Brazilian has returned to being decisive. The first goal was a true masterpiece. He received the ball on the left, cut inside, and shot across goal with no chance for the keeper. A classic move from the great players. And Rodrygo's impact inside the locker room has also been noticed. Bellingham praised his partnership with the Brazilian and said that Real Madrid fears no one in the knockout stage. The team's atmosphere is full of confidence. And with Rodrygo playing like this, opponents better watch out. Now, there's a detail that few people have noticed. Rodrygo is still one of the most underrated players at Real Madrid. Even with incredible stats and decisive performances, he was left out of the 30 finalists for the Ballon d'Or. How is that possible? A guy who has been essential in the club's last 2 Champions League campaigns not even being mentioned? Hard to understand. But could this new phase finally put Rodrygo on the level of a global star? He has the talent and has been proving game after game that he deserves that recognition. But what do you think? Will he keep carrying Real Madrid to the Champions League final? Well, if he does, he will have to face some serious opponents. And in the next part, we'll look at how Real Madrid is preparing for the knockout stage. Regarding the possibility of facing Manchester City again, Rodrygo showed that his confidence is sky high. City is always a tough opponent, but any team at this stage will be a big challenge. This is Real Madrid, and we have the quality to play and do things well. And if there's one thing Real Madrid knows how to do, it's play in the Champions League. The team's recent history in the competition is insane. Even when they are not favorites, the jersey weighs heavy, and the players step up on the field. Rodrygo is a perfect example of that. The newspaper Marca, one of the most respected in Spain, highlighted the Brazilian's special relationship with the Champions League and described his first goal against Brest as a work of art. And honestly, it's hard to disagree. The movement, the dribble, the finish, everything was perfect. When Rodrygo is inspired, he can decide matches with brilliant plays, something that very few players can do. His talent is undeniable, and his ability to perform under pressure puts him at a very special level. Not every player can maintain such a high performance when the spotlight is on them. And that makes us wonder, how far can Rodrygo go in the Champions League? Now, let's talk about an important detail. Rodrygo might be playing his best season at Real Madrid. After a slow start, he regained his confidence and is now one of the team's main players. Many doubted his potential after some quiet performances at the beginning of the season, but he managed to turn things around. This not only shows his technical quality but also his strong mentality and determination to improve. In high-level football, the mental aspect is just as important as the physical and technical. And Rodrygo has proven that he has all of that in abundance. He hasn't just returned to playing well, he has become a fundamental piece in Ancelotti's system. And this is even more impressive because Real Madrid has a squad full of stars. Ancelotti knows this and has been betting on the Brazilian. The Italian coach acknowledged that Rodrygo has returned to being the goal scorer the team needed and that his performance is improving with each game. This is very positive because it shows that the player has the trust of the coach and his teammates. And in football, confidence makes all the difference. When a player feels that he is at his best and has the freedom to play, he performs much better. Rodrygo has shown constant evolution, adapting more and more to Real Madrid's style of play and making the most of the opportunities he receives. The same goes for other players in the squad, like Bellingham and Vinicius Jr, who form a powerful attacking trio. Each one has different characteristics, but together, they complement each other incredibly well. Vinicius brings speed and dribbling skills in one-on-one situations, Bellingham arrives well in the box and has an impressive physical presence, while Rodrygo blends all of this with his tactical intelligence and decision-making ability. Real Madrid has always had legendary attacking trios, and this could be another one to make history. But for that to happen, they need to maintain this level of performance in the decisive moments. The Champions League demands the best from every player, and this trio has everything it takes to make history. But what do you think? Is this trio strong enough to take Real Madrid to another Champions League final? Or will Liverpool, Barcelona, and other European giants make that path more difficult? The competition is becoming increasingly balanced, and any slip-up can be fatal. Real Madrid has tradition and experience on its side, but football isn't won by history alone. Performance on the pitch will be the key difference. Opponents know that facing Real Madrid in the Champions League is never easy, but they are also prepared to give their all and try to take down the Spanish giant. The road to the final promises to be exciting, with great matchups and unforgettable moments. What we do know is that Rodrygo is ready. If he keeps playing like this, he could go down in history as one of the greatest Brazilians in the competition. Many Brazilian stars have already shined in the Champions League, and he has the potential to join that list of legends. Players like Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, and Neymar made history with memorable performances, and Rodrygo could follow the same path. He has already shown that he has the talent and personality to shine in crucial games. Now, it remains to be seen whether he can maintain this consistency and continue being decisive in the most important phases of the tournament. If he can, the sky is the limit for him. But is he already at the level of great names like Neymar and Kaká in the Champions League? Well, we don't have that answer yet. He is on the right path but still needs more titles and iconic performances to be placed in that category. Neymar, for example, was a key player in Barcelona's 2015 title, while Kaká had magical seasons with Milan, being decisive in the 2007 triumph. Rodrygo still has a journey to build, but he has already shown that he can get there. The The most important thing is that he continues evolving and making the most of the opportunities that come his way. He has plenty of talent, and Real Madrid provides the perfect structure for him to reach his full potential. The Champions League playoffs are coming, and Rodrygo is ready to shine. This is the most exciting phase of the competition, where the stars step up and make the difference. Every game will be a battle, and Real Madrid will need its best football to move forward. Rodrygo knows this and is preparing to be one of the protagonists. He has already had brilliant moments in the Champions League, but now he has the chance to solidify his position as one of the tournament's biggest stars. If he maintains this level of performance, he could be one of the competition's biggest standouts and help Real Madrid chase another European title. What we know for sure is that Rodrygo is playing incredibly well. And if he keeps this pace, he could be crucial for another European title for Real Madrid. The team has a strong squad, an experienced coach, and a legendary history, but it needs its key players to shine at the right moments. Rodrygo has everything to be one of those players. The fans already recognize his importance, and with each game, he proves that he can be decisive. The Champions League is the perfect stage for great talents, and Rodrygo has the chance to show the world all his potential. If he keeps up this level, he could be one of the biggest names in the competition this season. Now, we just have to wait for the next chapters of this story. Football is unpredictable, and anything can happen in the coming months. But one thing is certain. Rodrygo is having a great moment and has everything it takes to keep shining. Real Madrid fans are excited about his performances, and the expectation is that he will continue to be a key piece for the team. The upcoming games will be crucial, and everyone will be watching the Brazilian. Will he be able to lead Real Madrid to another final and win another Champions League title? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, he has no shortage of talent and determination. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. We always bring exclusive football content, with analysis, debates, and everything you need to know about the world's top leagues. So, if you love football and want to stay updated, don't forget to support the channel. Your participation is very important so we can keep bringing quality content. Thanks, everyone, and see you next time.